Welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2. So, are you ready to go through the door? You better should be. I wonder what's on the other side. This took me quite a while to open that. So it better be worth it. Something is wrong. Well, I did not expect that. Oh, that's a lot of red wizards.
The door is finally open, Ahriman. We have waited and done all you asked.
Ahriman, I owe you the wages of your treachery.
I told you the girl doesn't deserve this. We do it quickly and mercifully or I'll have no part.
Silence. Wait.
So, you must be Ahriman. I've seen you before in a dream.
A dream or a memory? Is there anything left of you inside that hollow shell? Do you know my face? The face of a brother who once ran laughing in your wake? My smiles have faded, and your face has changed many times. But something of you must still remain.
How is it possible? I grew to manhood far from here, on the other side of the world.
No, that is the mask you speak of. Look deeper. Cast it aside if you can.
What lunacy? Ahriman, what is this? With respect, I see no reason to play yet more games with—
Turn away. Cast your eyes back to Rashomon, to home. Leave this place now, and none will hinder you. Beyond that door you may find truth, but also folly. A folly that will sunder the plains and render meaningless all that you have suffered.
If truth lies beyond the door, I have no choice but to go on.
Then I cannot protect you any further. My fight lies elsewhere, and not with you.
He is mad. Madder than Nephros ever was. Come, let's make an end to this before he changes his mind.
Master Jaffe, please. You and I, we live with Thayan ambition and treachery all around us. It taints our actions. But I know that our friendship was never a lie.
If Safia trusts you, Jaffe, then so do I.
Perhaps, my dear, but
I know you stood by, watched as they murdered my mother. I know you must think that condemns you to their side, but it doesn't. They would have killed you for opposing them. You are the same man who comforted a frightened girl, terrified of the voices in her mind, and taught her to craft little chattering creatures of twigs and clay, real voices to drown out the false.
You shame me, my dear. Surviving has become a habit. If I am to break it, you are the best of reasons.
Fine. We'll appoint another in your place, Jaffe. A wizard with more sense and fewer wrinkles.
Okay, so that's a lot of wizards.
Of course.
Oh, no death lady. Okay. I would say. What a waste. I suppose my colleagues were annoying, but I would grown used to them. Damn, that was fast. A frightful mess altogether. If anyone heard the noise of this awful business, I will return to the academy and head them off. What do we have here? Something is wrong. You will find true.
You've mistaken me for a horse and wagon.
What's
Yes?
wrong, Sophia? That's a lot of items you have there. We can go finally to the other side.
Everyone follow me and see how it's done.
Greater shadow we got even. Okay, on the other side is the truth. Well, let's go. in some place very strange, dreamlike perhaps. There is something here that is compatible with the many. I sense such a great power. You must find it and you will let me devour it. Okay, my friend, but there's a Sandurus, Knights of Undying Dragon. And that does not look very nice. Can we go over there somewhere? Hello, friends. Oh, are those the one my master wears? That would depend on who your master is waiting on. Old friend. I'm Spirit Eater, that fits your description. Yes, I saw it. Proceed then. And know that only a pale shadow of my master remains, waiting freely between dream and wake. Okay. Challenging. This is a where's the emptiness? Where there's only emptiness and or malice in the eyes of the battle undead. Archaic chivalry. Skeletal face. This knight is a relic of a civilization and culture long since buried and forgotten by all others. So where do we go now then? I have trouble finding out because the angle is so bad. This is better perhaps. Where to go? To the dragon? What is this? I guess so. Is there a way? That's a skull.
Ah, what is this? Are you a dream, a fantasy, a recollection spawned of my own dead mind? Yes, you are that, but you are more too. I know you, Spirit Eater. You are an irony that walks, two fates bound together, both severed and incomplete. And you have brought others, cast-offs, discarded souls such as this priestess. She is of the higher planes, tinged with Kalimvor's blind philosophy, salted with the wretched tears of Ilmater's pity. Are you here because Ilmater has now done as Kalimvor did?
Leave her be, Merkel. I'm the one who has come to speak to you, not her.
And what other detritus clings to you, Spirit Eater? The Red Woman, she has been here before. All that she is now, she owes to me. And to you, Spirit Eater.
Your memory is fading faster than your name, old god, and you're wrong on 2 counts. First, I have never been to the astral realm before this moment, so this is not a reacquaintance. And second, I owe you nothing.
But you stood before me just a short time ago, Red Woman, burning with rage and love in equal measure. What a shattered thing you have become, as ignorant of your own nature as the one who leads you. If only your beloved had accepted my judgment of you, your suffering might have ended long ago. Spirit Eater, speak, and tell me what has brought you to this boneyard of gods.
You said that I'm 2 fates bound into one. How can this be?
2 fates, yes, of the hero who plied the sword coast, I awoke in a barrow soaked in blood. I know little. But the other, the betrayer Akashi, he is just as I left him. He is empty now. A ravening void that seeks always to fill itself up, to regain what the wall took from him. So he steals what he lost. A face, a body, a name. These are a mask to be worn for a time, until they are also devoured by his unending hunger.
Am I Cardan then, or am I Ikachi the Betrayer?
You are both. Yours is the body, the mind, and he is the empty hunger that lurks within. Who knows where one begins and the other ends? The betrayer's hunger was born in the wall of the faithless. I placed him there and watched as his mind slowly drained away. His thoughts, his memories, these were torn from his grasp. One by one, emptiness filled him, the hunger of the wall. But before the wall could consume him completely, I tore him free, so that his suffering, his emptiness would linger eternal.
What crime did Ikachi commit?
He raised an army, marched against the realm of the dead, against his god. Is that not crime enough?
But why? For what purpose?
For justice. To tear down the wall of the faithless and set free all the souls that I had bound within. To defy the order of the planes, the combat between mortals and gods.
Still, I think you're leaving something out. Why would one of your priests turn against you with no warning?
Do not presume to hurl blame at my door, Spirit Eater. I cannot account for the treacheries of every mortal soul, only for their consequences.
Why would the betrayer choose me for this mask?
Oh, it was no matter of choice. The betrayer has become an empty, mindless thing. When he devours one mask, he simply waits for the next to appear. Perhaps you blundered too near, or perhaps he lay in darkness, trapped and forgotten, and someone gave you to him. Only love could be so cruel, I think.
Ikachi is not empty. Not completely. I have seen the remnants of his memories in my mind.
Oh? You have seen delusions, perhaps? The spawn of your desperate mind. Nothing remains of the betrayer's mind or self, else he would not be the ravening, empty beast that he is.
So you punish the betrayer and all our victims with this. I shall suffer now for the crime of another. If the betrayal lurks within me, then what has become of my soul?
I made a place for Akashi in the wall of the faithless. Your soul has gone to fill it. When the betrayer's hunger finally consumes your body and mind, then your soul will dissolve into the wall, and you will be no more. To reclaim your soul, to tear it from the wall, only in that impossibility might you find your salvation. But how to assault the city of Judgement, unless you were to follow a road already prepared?
Good that he told us. Do you expect me to raise an army, as Ikachi did?
Open the gate, and your army will find you. Have you not laid eyes upon my vault in the shadows of Malsentir? Akashi Akachi defiled my sacred place, built a doorway in its depths to connect the living world with the kingdom of the dead. You have seen that doorway in your dreams. Its key is a sword, a silver blade that knows you well. And now the sword awaits you, fully forged in the sanctum of one who loves you. Everything in place, almost as though it was planned this way from the start.
Someone planned all this? Who?
I will let you discover that little morsel on your own, Spirit Eater. I will not be there to enjoy the moment, but just knowing it must occur is amusement enough. Use the blade to open a gate, assault the city of Judgement, and tear your soul from the wall. Finish what Akashi began. Your captains have waited long for your return. When the gate swings wide, they will come like loyal hounds, tongues lolling from their mouths at the very thought of a new crusade.
Captains? What captains?
The fallen angel, his wings dark now, their luster surrendered for you. The dragon, bound by a debt that she cannot repay. And the Lich, craving the answers that lie beyond the gates. But to whistle up your dogs, Spirit Eater, you will need the blade. Only 2 portals provide passage from this drifting cairn of mine. One brought you here, the other will lead you to the sanctum where the blade and your ally await. Go quickly, Spirit Eater. If you would look upon her face, you will not be her only visitor today.
You speak of another vision? What is that supposed to mean?
Only that your ally is as great an abomination as you, Spirit Eater. As long as she walks free, my loyal hound will give chase and run her down.
Your loyal hound? Who?
Therein lies another irony, Spirit Eater. Though you may not fully appreciate the taste, not yet. I speak of Ahriman, the brother of Akachi. You saw him in your dream of the gate, saw him for the priest he once was, who served me at his brother's side, and turned against me at his brother's whim. He chose his brother over his god, but in his brother's defeat, I showed him mercy. He saw his error and repented on his knees.
Rahman must be centuries old then, and he still lives.
By my decree, his body does not age, nor will it, until his quarry is brought to ground.
Did Rahman really repent, or did you give him some encouragement?
Ah, Spirit Eater, perhaps some part of Akachi does still linger in your mind. You know me as he once did. Yes, I ensured that Ahriman would not betray me again. I set a guess upon him and imprisoned his soul in the city of Judgement, a hostage, until such time as he sends your ally's soul to its rightful place.
Where's Rahman's soul now?
It lies in the few planes still. The decree of a god is not so easy to change, and Kalimvor is loath to reverse any judgment, lest he be seen as too human, too weak. And your ally's very existence breaks his law as well.
So, Rahman serves you still? How can he serve a dead god?
His faith in me sustains him. Belief is the currency of the plains, Spirit Eater, as your little dove will tell you.
You've told me all I need to know. Farewell, Merkel.
Do not do this. If that abomination takes on the essence of Merkel, he becomes an even greater threat than before.
Ah, I thought I recalled the scent of Judgment's past. Does this creature think that it can finally achieve revenge by subbing on my spirit? Devour my spirit, and my consciousness will only fade for a time. This creature's very existence glorifies my name. By your every action, you will both grant me life anew.
If it pleases one of many to devour you, Merkel, I will not stop him.
You have no idea what you have done. To yourself and to the plains. Merkel's power is now his, and we are in greater danger than ever.
Oh my god. Influence gained. Are they attacking? Of course they are.
I'm gonna rip your head off and make it my puppet!
Enemies have fallen upon us.
Kill another living undead. Kill another.
My magic will erase this nuisance.
No, it's better shown. I think that will be enough. Are they gone?
Don't just stand there!
No.
Crack some heads!
I'm glad Kaelin did not leave our party.
Keep your shorts on, Junior! I'm on it!
Where's the other one? Is he dead? He's indeed dead. Oh wow. Let's take all of that. Merkel is gone. Can we take that anything?
Merkel's skull is silent and dark, though you sense that he is not truly dead, only drained of spirit. Somehow, you know that your curse is tied to him. If your hunger is allowed to persist, Merkel's consciousness will inevitably return.
Okay. So Sophia is our girlfriend, or Kaelin? Kaelin is our lieutenant, perhaps? We are Akachi. The Araman is our brother. And we are in Act 3. That's a good summary. It makes more and more sense. And our soul is, by the way, Merkelite. And by the way, our soul is in a wall of the dead or cursed already. We don't like no spellcasters roaming freely. Roaming free. I like this spear so much, it's amazing. Okie dokie, this is... let's take it all. I thought I've been through every room, every corridor of the academy. Perhaps Founder's still alive to get away in our walls, in these walls. Perhaps, well, it looks like another big thing. There's a Mercolite, another one, but 5. It's interesting we still have ammo on Jero with us. Wrecking. Who's doing the spells? Oh, our friend here. Does he never end? And this Mercolite he lives forever apparently.
Keep your shorts on,
Looks like there's some kind of clerics room. Okay, let's unmess this one. What the hell is that? Baller. Okay. The baller is pretty impressive, I'll tell you that. They wreck a baller also. Oh, he's gone. What do we have here? Skeleton water. Our hunger is a bit in trouble. Right. This should be a lot of money we can get here. Look at a skeleton warrior. Never fails. Okay, take whatever and everything. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. It's like some portal. Oh no, we were knocked down. Down you go. Luckily with our entire party, Elder Air Elemental. Oh no, he took him down. Are we supposed to get something around here, or is it just for the essence? Could be, could be. Kaelin, take it. Good girl. Where are we now? Back where we came from. What is that? Teleporter. Interesting. Money, money. I hope you are still millionaires. There's also a hidden object. There's another teleporter. Maybe if there's a safe. We should go into this one then. Ooh, Night Walker. Well, we don't like those.
My magic will erase this
Damn,
nuisance.
Yeah, might be in trouble here. Let's try that. Haven't done anything. Mind blowing. Is he doing anything? What about this guy? Good. Well, it's pretty bad for us. How about you survive here? Invisibility perch we have, right? Man, it's pretty bad here.
My magic will erase this nuisance.
Shape change. Sunshine, Night Walker. Are they Night Walkers? I guess they are. Alright. We're done already. Looks like we need to get out of here, frankly. Well, this guy is doing nothing because frankly don't know. This guy. Finally here. Okay. So I don't know if fear or not. Well, against undead, do we have something? I'll attack this one, you big lad. That's pretty bad. They just wreck us too fast. That's true, we can heal that. Thank you very much. He's just not attacking for whatever reason. I think we are pretty dead here. Is it because he's blind? Just not attacking like whatsoever. That was the wrong one, buddy. It's not even doing the healing. It's just maybe it's this stupid mode that cannot use that item? Why? Is he too stupid or what? Lights on the ground. I'll knock down all the time. How many knockdowns could they have? Come on, dude. On the ground again. What's going to happen? Moderate. Really? Well, it's nice to do a tank. But they are doing knockdown. Come on, one more. Go again. I don't think we have enough. No, not like that. Where's this guy? Can you finally wreck them? He's just not attacking. Look at that. Why? What's... No, he's attacking somebody completely other. So dumb. So down, really. How about directing? Finally. What is this knockdown spamming on us? Please attack this one, you dumb guy. And the challenge is moderate, by the way. Nightwalker, the nastiest. Oh look, we managed. This is how strong is our boy. Hello everybody.
Yes?
You give yourself the heal. Who's this? Sophia is okay. Can get some too.
Yep.
Yep. Look at that. Heavy shield. How about that?
Yeah?
I think that was enough. Where are we? Over here. Did we go into a place where there was a safe after all?
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
Let's try that out. I don't know, let's go far. We still have some spells. Where's Sophia? Can you do any spells? Apparently not. Let's go. There's still a bunch of miracle eyes. So they're using acid for whatever reason. Don't you dare to run around. This guy. He's just not willing to do my bidding. Just money. None of them are tougher than vampires. That's quite funny. Let's take the items. Mythic items. And go further. Oh well. Look at that. Araman.
Wait. Stay your hands, all of you. This is my brother, though his face is not his own. Faith and blood are the strongest ties of all. Stronger than comradeship. Purer than the intrigues of love. Forgive me for what I do here, but Akachi's sin must be washed clean. My fight has always been with the Red Woman, from the very start.
Merkel called her my ally. Who is she?
The founder. She started all this, gave life to the Academy of Shapers and Binders. It is alleged that she still lives, hidden somewhere in these halls.
She is a faithless soul. That is all she ever was. But my brother, you could not see. Her charms dragged Akachi from his god and his faith, and dragged me as well. For what was I but his shadow? And when death took her suddenly, he betrayed our god, all the gods, to tear her from the wall. He failed the test that Merkel set before him.
And the Red Woman is connected with Sophia? Somewhat? Somehow, isn't she?
No, you are mistaken, deeply mistaken. Do not go down that road. Nothing good will come of it.
With the daughter. I thought there were only 3, but no. Clever girl.
The Red Woman was a Gashi lover. He wages crusade for her.
Selfish. My brother never spared a thought for those who suffered on her behalf. They believed in his crusade, or they trusted him. But my brother's only thought was for her. It was never the woman that I hated. It was the evils that we committed in her name.
Oh, the clawing scent of vengeance. You mask it well, but not from me, and not from your brother.
Even at his worst, my brother was selfish, but never cruel. Your face does him no credit, and I will be glad when it is gone. I will send the Red Woman to her judgment and you to yours. And now that I have seen you for what you are, I will do it with an untroubled heart.
Untroubled heart, he says. What do you have, lady? Oh. Actually, what is it? Wait your visage of deity. We have something there for Araman too. Or Sophia. Because she's doing a thing. Della plus fireball. Hey, isn't that nice? They are gone. One more. Level up for killing. Are you blind or what thing? Well, this will take some while. Some time, I mean. Disintegrate, let's try. Well, we can try and disintegrate on this guy. Is he still around? Yes, he's still around. Finally, still around. But I'm only doing some ninja stuff. Let's try this thing. Shit, he did a vampire feast. Oh, you must get a spell mantle. Guess he dies or what? Right. Oh, you're also... Oh, you will be dazed forever. So perhaps this one... Mind blank and... I should be free of that. No, we will not see anything important. Oh, let's read this guy. Uninjured. How dare you? Oh, he did Vampire Feast. Now, Sophia, you better do something. Need to give this guy greater invisibility. What the hell is he doing? No. So please, for yourself. Wash the stone, no. Identify, what do we have? Nervation, perhaps. Why is invisible? Let's try to wreck us that way. Don't we have some... We should overlive him, right? Our poor guy. I cannot heal him, sadly. Cannot do much with Arman. Shape change. Well of a Banshee. We can do a shape change, can we? Come on. Here. Another big thing. Suddenly we are also blind. Can you see him now? Oh, nice. Nice. What the hell is he doing? Why are we... And we cannot... For whatever reason we cannot work him. He does not see us, we don't see him. Maybe if we go away, they will wake up. Sufficiently away, perhaps. Arman, you son of a gun. What I fully morphed, but not blind. Come on. Nice. What is he? Okay. Should be out of... Damn. It's supposed to be. There's a nasty summon. Wait till that's gone. Attack that guy, come on. Go killing. Well, what about killing yourself?
For the crusade.
Okay, when you better hear yourself. That's so bad. Critical hit. What generation I give you? Where's this goddamn Roman? Sophia is dying. I'll get you over the headmistress. Maybe Arman is gone. So you confronted Araman before he was able to breach the Sanctum's entrance and defeated him. The way is now open for you to speak with your new ally, whose knowledge should provide answers to all remaining questions about your Spirit Eater curse. You acquired the helmet. A bunch of money. Oh, he's dead. That's unfortunate. Can you resurrect him? Oh, yes.
Yep.
Take everything, I believe, and now we can go forward. There's two golems. Oh, I hope they're not guardians of this place.
Get you back from her! Hessa, Judgement, Shu, give me a moment to gaze upon.
Mother? I thought you were dead, and you're...
Ancient, wrinkled, a doddering crone. No, I am not the woman you remember, Sophia. Nor am I your mother in the sense you have always believed me to be.
The voices. I understand it now. You and I, my mother, we're all parts of the same person. The same soul.
My sweet daughter, you are all that was best in me. Everything that Akachi loved and gave his soul to protect lives in you. Of all the wicked things I have done to save him, you are innocent, blameless. You began as a part of me, Sophia, but now you are more.
So the woman I knew as my mother, was me, or rather, us?
I'll tell you all of it, Sophia. Let me just greet...
Yes, all in good time. There's someone you should meet.
My dearest, look at us. You wear the face of a stranger, and I've known hags that are comelier than the prune that I've become. What a pair we are, my love. I must be hideous to you. To him, if Akachi was not the thing that he is, he would turn away from me with loathing.
I'm sorry, but I'm not the person you think I am.
Oh, I don't think you are him. Not really. My Akachi is gone. Little remains of him but a mindless hunger seething beneath your flesh. And the fault is mine. I was the one he went to save, the soul he tore from the wall. So much lost for one fool girl. My beloved launched a crusade and sacrificed all that he was. Better that he had left me to rot, perhaps, and found another pretty thing to distract him from his faith.
I saw Nakachi crusade was for justice, to save all the souls in the wall, not just one.
And what war has ever been fought for one reason only? I think he came to see what was wrong with his god, with all the gods, because of me. If he was here, I would tell him, I have never rested since that day. This academy, all you've seen here, all this was for him. I know I cannot bring him back, but I can end his pain and the punishment that he never deserved. You have given me that chance.
I think you better explain yourself.
Did I place you in the barrow? Yes. Allow you to be joined with the monster that my beloved has become? Yes. Did I tear the shard of Gith from your chest? Not with pride, but yes. I have deceived you, relied upon your own self-interest to end my lover's curse, done evil for his sake, yes.
Then you deceived me as well. You never told me the truth. You merely said
that the stranger's life was worth more to me than all the lives on all the planes, that you should treat this stranger as if...
As if I loved him.
Sophia, I never lied to you. You didn't understand my words then, but they were true nonetheless. And you, stranger, who have suffered so much for a love you never knew, yes, you must think me a monster. But what do good or evil matter in the face of love? Love will break an oath, shatter a man's faith, and outlive God's. Love endures when your greatest hope is merely to end the suffering of your beloved, even if he can never again be yours.
How could you be sure that I would find my way here?
I never meant to leave you on your own. Liena would have told you what you were, enough to understand your curse, but not to lay the blame on me. Liena and Nephris, my hands in the world outside this sanctum. Ahriman slew them both. He had watched me, waiting for all my fragments to reveal themselves. He knew of Nephris already. When he found Liena, he struck. And you were abandoned, with only my Sophia to guard your way.
You allowed Ahriman to join your academy? Why?
Understand, when I knew Ahriman, he was the pale-faced little brother. So silent, so shy, he hardly spoke a word. I thought him centuries dead, like all the rest, and the years had changed him, as much or more than me. I was not looking for him, so I did not see.
And if Ahriman hadn't stuck, then what then?
Nephris would have told you all this, the truth. She'd have given you the sword as well. But she'd have left one truth untold. You would never have learned of me. Nephris was prepared to play my part, and to die at your hand if need be. A simple piece of theater, a single lie, hidden beneath many truths. Liena knew stagecraft, and she thought that best.
Why the deception? You're not willing to face the consequences of your own plots?
I would face the wall itself once I knew that Akachi was at peace, but not before. What if you fail? Do you think I wouldn't try again? I would sacrifice 1,000 like you if that's what it took to save him.
Liana and Nephris, were they your allies or something more?
They were fragments of my soul. I split them from me long ago. If one of us was slain, the others would carry on, and Akachi need never be abandoned. And each of them had talents of her own, a mind, a soul, can be teased apart, its elements distilled. Every person has talents, weaknesses, obsessions, all but the strongest are drowned out in the clamor of the mind. Sever one aspect from the rest, and suddenly it is stronger, more focused than it was as part of the whole.
Then the voices I hear
were our voices, yes, our thoughts. We were linked together, Sophia, our minds never truly separate. Nephris wanted you to know. She thought it practical to tell you, but I forbade it. If you shared in our secret, you'd have shared in our blame.
Sophia said the voices were louder at times. They kept her out of danger.
We understood the connection, Liena, Nephris, and myself. We could hear each other's thoughts when we chose to listen. yes. We could speak to one another through our minds, but the bond became weaker with time as each of us grew slowly apart, became her own woman. Liena was the most difficult of all, living in a foreign land, adopting their language and customs. That is why we created the portals, so that Nephris could visit her, to ensure that she did not stray. We all watched over you, Sophia, and made our voices heard when you needed us. You were most precious of all.
I always heard you. Low voices, a crowd of people in another room. But when I'd search for you...
You could never find us, and you learned to ignore our voices over time, just as we hoped, my sweet daughter. By your ignorance, we kept you safe. Even Ahriman never guessed what you really were.
What part of you was Liana?
She was all that imagines and questions, withholds judgment, and sees all things anew. What better fragment to be my eyes in a foreign land than one that could love the land and its people as an old Thayan never could?
Nephris, the headmistress? What part of you was she?
Nephris. The one I knew as mother, who was really just a fragment of you.
She is not gone, Sophia. Her fragment has returned to the whole, to me. She loved you dearly, as I do. Can you guess what part she was, daughter?
Your resolve. The unyielding scholar, the dutiful mother. A woman that men wouldn't love, but that a daughter could admire.
Not without sweetness to temper her, and that sweetness I gave to another.
Let us speak of something else.
Of questions, or of judgments?
Why use me? Why not someone else?
Because you had the will to master the Blade of Gith, and because through the sword you are bound to my beloved and to all the sword bearers. In a sense, you are his heir, the first in many long centuries, and some part of him knows it. You have more control over your hunger than any of the others.
Myrkle said that I could end the curse if I tore myself from the wall, but I need a sword of gift.
All that Myrkle told you was true. He was sadistic and insane, but never a liar, when the truth would serve to wound. Here is the sword of Gith, its pieces gathered together, the blade reforged as one. It will see you safely through the Betrayer's Gate, to the realm of the dead. I can do nothing more for you, for him. If I've earned your vengeance, then take it.
Wait, I have questions that need to be answered.
Yes, I'll answer what I can.
What was Ikachi doing in Akubaro?
My beloved wore many faces before he was bound to you. The last was a Rashemi, a wizard. The wizard never knew what he was, but he tried to control the hunger, and he learned how it passed from one face to the next. So he struck a deal with the bear spirit, and built wards in the lowest chamber of the barrow. He knew that the hunger would consume him, and when it did, the empty soul of my beloved would be trapped, unable to find a new mask. I helped him in this, through Liena. She gave him knowledge of the proper wards. If my beloved was bound, I could keep a closer watch on him until I found a way to save him.
I met an ally of mine in your academy. His soul had been ripped from his body. Was that your doing?
That one studied amongst my people years ago. Even came to this academy for a time, to follow the trail of the sword. Nephris knew him by sight, and she knew the threat he posed. When our couriers took you, he followed, and she acted swiftly against him. Oh, he fought her, but he was weak from your battle, and Nephris was always the strongest of my fragments.
So you split his soul from his body. A cruel fate and undeserved.
Cruel? Compared to your fate? Of all my cruelties in love's name, I have far worse to answer for. And that cruelty was a mercy in truth. Nephris counseled me to slay him, but I stayed her hand. His body and soul would have been restored once you were joined to Akachi, but Ahriman acted first.
Your death. How did it happen?
My magic was always different, tearing at forbidden boundaries, changing the nature of things, even before his curse gave it focus. A careless moment, concentration lost, a senseless mistake, that was all it took.
Armand called your death test. Are you certain it was an accident?
I've never remembered it well, though I assumed the moment of my death would be difficult to precisely recall. A shadow passing across my eyes, a sudden confusion. They might have been real. Merkel's hand might have brushed my mind, cost me focus when I needed it most. Was it a test of faith? Did Akachi love me better? Or his god? Merkel got his answer, whether he forced the point or not.
I have relived the Akachi memories in my dreams. I think Merkel lied, and perhaps he could be restored.
I wasted years believing that I could somehow restore what he was. Scattered fragments of memory do not make a whole. You might give him silence, peace. That is the most I can hope.
Oh wait, look at this. I found these masks of fragments in dreams. And when I awoke, they were in my hand.
Even if a part of his essence exists in these fragments, you would have to face him somehow and join all his scattered pieces into one. How does one face an empty thing, a hunger that lies within you? Until you reclaim your own soul, you will be too weak, and when your soul is returned to you, the hunger will be snuffed out, and my Akachi will be silenced at last. Years ago, I dared hope for more. Do not make me walk that road again when it is always for naught.
If I tear my soul from the wall, how will that defeat the curse?
My Akachi has become an emptiness that walks. Merkel would have you believe that nothing of him remains, but echoes of him still drift within. When he takes a mortal form, he casts out the soul, sends it to the wall, in the place where he once lay. If your soul could be returned to your mortal body, and his emptiness has no means of escape, I believe he could be filled up and snuffed out. And that part of him that remains would disperse, and know peace at last. The dead god said as much to me, and I gave him reason to speak the truth.
I have no other questions.
Then only one thing remains.
I don't slaughter old women, no matter how much they might deserve it.
She manipulated you, used you, and yet you... I didn't think anyone could forgive such an act. The Founder was right to trust in you, as was I. I promise you will be freed of this curse. Even if the gods themselves try to stop us, I will be by your side. You have my word.
Go then, and carry my hopes with you. Love is stronger than any justice meted out by a mad god. Let that be Merkel's legacy to the plains, that in the end his cruelty broke before a mortal's resolve.
Okay, we got 5,000 experience points. Can we talk to this? I don't think so. What is she about? Very difficult. Skin of a human of Mulan blood. She's feeble and ancient, with limbs reduced by trembling twigs and a face that is wrinkled like prune fruit. But her eyes, though they are red and sunken with age, they are surprisingly familiar.
My portal will return you to the Vale. From there, the Black Gate lies open to you, for as long as you bear the sword.
Where's this gate?
On the lowest level of Merkel's, Mulcentir has shadow rifts aplenty, and you possess Leanna's stone.
Okay, so there we go. This is where our paths diverge, but there's more I intend to do. My reach isn't what it used to be, but there are still those who are bound to aid me. I will seek out their help and meet you in the city of the god of the dead. Until our paths cross again, Kradanka. Okay, we got 1000 experience points. Where are we? Back in our home. Anything new? I'll leave it open, we go out. It's interesting that I can return to the barrow still. That's very interesting. We should level up, I think. I'll level up, of course. Fighter, I think we are. Extra range. What do we have here? What is rescue? That's pretty bad, I would say. Epic toughness, so let's go with the strength. We are level 29 and we'll be maxed out pretty soon. Level up. Wizard, yes. 24. Alright, so intimidate here is interesting. Some more. Well, we don't have much to get here. Hard vaulting, more greater dispelling. 6 long. Eagle Mass Splendor, what is it? About cunning. Ultra thing we can go for. Mushroom land bling, shroud of flame. Something on level 3 we can do permanently, right? Rage. Level 2. Let's go for the invisibility. Which is another level. That's 29, right? Very nice. Epic. I'm dropping husk, what is it? Seems not that great. Epic gate. Nostril. Doesn't seem like anything too special. Let's go with intelligence. Well, here we have something else again. You can go with God's Grace, that's for dexterity, it doesn't seem bad. I don't know what. Black staff, perhaps? This spell magic does not seem too great. Missile storm. Splendor. Splendor, Strength, Endurance. Superior Resistance, let's go. Sadly, she does not have level 29 that we would need for a proper crafting.
Yes.
But there's still Kaelin. Look at her, like a ninja. So, let's see, we go with the wisdom. Alright. Yeah, she's really difficult to level up, apparently. And I think we do a great inventory thing. Sell a bunch of stuff. I think once we get to City of the Dead God, there's no turning back, perhaps. So, let's go selling things. It would be nice to identify just about everything, really, that we don't have. There are many items that I don't see any use for. But still, I can carry them around, right?
Yes?
Yes?
What the hell? Flame plus 5. Tower shield plus 5. What is this? Enhancement bonus, wisdom plus 8. Now, how about that?
Yes?
Can you write? Yes, you can. There's some one-handed weapon. Enhancement bonus, it's basic 1. But never mind, does it look nice? Chromatic crown. Poison resistance, acid. Nothing too great. Wisdom 42, how about that? What do you have over there? Spell resistance 10.
Yes.
What is this for? Lich skull. Spellcraft. Oh, it's still pretty good, this lich skull.
Yep.
We have a lot of garbage around here. Not needed. A damaged full plate, how about that?
Come this way.
Okay. Everyone follow me.
Silver sword of gift. Spell-like abilities. Penetrant to magic. Deposit points. What the hell is this thing? Simple wizard, druid, monk, universal sword. Outsider, damage bonus, slashing. Immunity keen. Metal, alchemical silver. That goes against the undead, I believe. Spell resistance 20. Looks quite nice.
Yes?
Can you use that? Looks like something you would deserve.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes?
No. Eldritch Charm. AC bonus plus 4. What do we have there? Where's Eldritch Charm now? In the way of a Kachi cannot be used. Only for a Warlock. Okay.
Yes.
But I've seen
Yes.
cannot be used only. No, not by anyone. Oh, there's something. What is that? Another ring. Saving throw. Resurrection 3 times a day. Club of submission. Nice. Kitten slippers. Dexterity, freedom of movement. Gris of gaunt. Oh, that's nice. Construct girdle. Dexterity -6. Damage, vulnerability, weakness, enhanced bonus +10. Oh, it's pretty useless to us. Nymph Cloak, 8 to charisma.
I bear too much for my feet to heed me.
Agility, what do we... What is this? Book of the Waves. Yeah, nice, but useless. Eldritch Charm. Varlock, okay. This is nothing. Legendary Blood, Astral Helmet, these are all old items.
Yep.
Do we even need to sell that? We have so much money. But we can clean inventory, right? It's worthless, okay. Hammer of the Golem Craft. Sell that. Long Strider Steps, constant freedom of movement, evasion, we keep that. AC armor, immunity level drain. What braces do we have? Does it really? No. Does it do anything? I'll sell that. Rod of Reversal does greater dispelling. I'll keep that over there. Water Staff. Buy. Halberd. Buy. Dread Wraps. That seems rather nice. AC bonus +10. What kind of armor is that? Item armor, but what armor? It does not really improve our situation, but sneak attack perhaps could be used by Sophia.
Come this way. Yes?
So what could we sell here? Crossbow of Pain. Will be sold for a lot of money. Leech. Enhancement bonus +5 on regeneration. I could use it just function, just to get the, you know, someone. It's a vampiric regeneration, isn't it? Yeah, so it's only from combat. What about this cloak? Bonus spell. Bonus spell level 3-5. What do we have for cloak? Shroud of Elder Doom. I guess let's take that then. Basic armor for 8. We saw those. Intelligence plus 8. That's probably what we want, right? Instead of that helmet. Skin of Shadow will give us spell resistance and bonus. The Lich Skull is surprisingly cheap. Wow, what's all right then?
Yes?
So are still too heavy. Nature resistance, nice. Well, it could be the scale mail, right? Yes, looks like it was. You have no weapon now, lady.
Yes? Yes.
I saw a flail. Tower shield plus 5, we sell. Nymph cloak for... You have no cloak. Well, nymph cloak would be good for you. You have no wrist either. Oh, we can sell this to him by now. The likely amulet. Bonus, wisdom, constitution. Does it go together? No. But there's no difference, frankly. Storm Giant Strength, we will keep this actually. Maybe could give it to Sophia. Plus Harpion could be kept. Spell skill immunity evocation, that might come in handy eventually. Manufacturing spells that I would also keep. Well, I guess damage immunity is not very important now. Gnoll grip enhancement plus 8, massive criticals. Let's keep that. Construct Gilgal, dexterity minus 6, weakness, paralyzation and sneak attack. Well, if we get sneak attack, we can change the items. Damage immunity fire, only usable by Warlock, we don't have that. What is this? Electrical and enhancement plus 6. Needs to handed weapon sword.
Come this way.
How about we get all of that in a single place? We have gathered a lot of them.
Yes?
I'm almost a million. Alright, that should be more or less it.
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
Yes?
Yes, 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 that should be it. Well, look at him. And now what do we do with those? Examine. So this is for enchantment. Where's the item that will... There you are. Divide, convert. So combine essences, let's investigate. Five of those. Oh, you need like 8, okay. You don't have enough ranks in craft alchemy. So, it's up to you, lady. Yeah, this will take some time, but we will get some weapons. Probably only +7. And get some, finally, their abilities. That's all, isn't it? We still have some souls. Mysterious device, what is this for? I don't know.
Yes?
35. We got... I'm not sure. Use combine essence. Go. So what are we exactly creating on pristine fire essence? I'm not entirely sure. So, Divine Power Essence would now. We have what? Pristine Earth Essence, so It's the best one. Pristine is the best one. Pristine is the best one. So, what is this then? Can we put them together? Pristine, brilliant, volatile, brilliant, brilliant. Brilliant water essence, and volatile. We should go together, right? Pristine. Brilliant. How do we put them all together? Come on. Pristine, brilliant, brilliant. Where are they? Why don't they join like these? Volatile, pristine, volatile, brilliant. No, again, brilliant essence does not mix apparently. Volatile water, pristine fire, brilliant fire. Well, we put it all to the other guy and it should join each other, right? In his inventory, so to speak. And when we throw it back, I'm not sure if that really happened, but let's hope so. So whatever has 8, we can upgrade still, perhaps.
Come this way.
Come this way, she says. Alright. Brilliant. Join. What's wrong? Will they join his inventory at least? No.
Yes.
It's just too bad. Volatile. So I think we have one pristine. Brilliant spirit essence. Pristine, brilliant water essence, pristine 4 times here. And this, whatever that is. Shock. Alright. But we can have, this will be oh, we need 2 for we don't have to, do we? Oh, we have 11. Okay, well we will probably enhance only like 1 weapon. Can we go against some demon or some such? So yes, alchemical silver or cold iron. Cold iron is against these forest types. I see. We also needed to get to level 8 somehow, but
Yes.
I don't think we have spirit spirit bullshit. What is it? Weapon vampire regeneration. Is up to 4 brilliance for more powerful. Oi. Oh, we don't have epic level. We have only one spirit. 4 brilliant would be level 21. And in weapon, it's called lightning. Oh, that's just too sad. Will not do that much crafting then. Oh, obviously it's not really needed if the difficulty curve over there is same as this one.
Yeah?
And even if we have like a weapon +5, what the hell, it's no problem, I would say. But do you have +5 or +8? Oh well, going wrong way. It just doesn't matter, I think. What, on an attack bonus, it's what, 3 points, right? Only problem could be if there's a monster that's only hittable by my +8 weapon, for instance, but I don't think that's the case here.
Yes.
Yeah?
Now we will need a lot of this. Actually, in this forest, right? Forest of Ashenwood. There should be a lot of these spirits. So we could heal pretty well among them. Look at her nice weapon. Well, what are you doing, son? Oh, we have now the dream reading ability. I think there's a one room or one house in a town that can make a use of it. There they are. Provoke spirits. Oh, you don't attack.
Enemies have fallen upon us.
Let me provoke more spirits. Come to me. No. Suppress. It's nothing too great. Well, this is not such a great idea. Maybe if we go to Burning Man and then I wonder if that counts. Oh, not this again. Oh, this certainly does not count. Sadly, we need to do something with our level here. It's Akachi that's trying to take a hold of us. If we go on a trip by boat, perhaps. Burning Man we go. Do we get... What we do? It did not even take much time. So... we go to here. We have that again, nice. So I guess that's the fastest one. I guess that's the fastest one, indeed. I think I cannot add acid damage to our weapons because Sophia cannot cast conjuration magic. Goes up slowly but surely. You actually lose like 2 points by moving it out. Unfortunate. But still, it's, I think, the fastest way. We should do some talk with our friends. We should have, you know, the romance option with, I think, Sophia. Who is our best friend? Never mind. Nevertheless. Actually, now the spirit is also a big friend. Alright, we got that.
I had no idea the founder was actually alive. And, well...
You?
In a manner of speaking, yes. She shaped me from a fragment of her own soul. When I saw her, it became so clear. Her voice reminded me of the voices I've been hearing since, well, as long as we can remember.
Well, I would say the biggest tragedy about Sophia is her voice acting, which literally is taken straight from a toothpaste commercial. She's responsible for giving me this curse.
Yes. The Founder's actions were pragmatic and questionable, and I thank you for sparing her life. You must hate her. You have little reason not to.
She acted out of love. I would have done the same in her situation.
Yes, she did. She and I are linked, and I feel a connection to Akachi. To you, really. That must sound a little mad, but if you think about it, I owe my existence to your curse. We are bound, you and I, by the tragedy of those that came before us. And even if that weren't the case, I'd still be by your side.
We are living history. Thanks, I'm glad you're with me.
My powers are at your disposal. For now, let's press onward and solve the matter of this curse.
I would like to discuss
What would you
something
like to know?
else. If you are going to travel together, I need to know more about you.
What would you like to know?
Were you and your mother close?
My mother was. She was a rather inconsistent parent, sometimes very protective and forgiving.
With
other
all the
times
troubles
strict
at your
and callous.
academy, why
I often felt
are
like a
you
valued
here with
possession.
me?
I made a promise to... Never mind. The promises are just a convenient excuse. I want to see you through to the end of this mystery.
Same here.
There are very few people in this world who I trust, and one of them mildly defies the definition of person. For whatever reason, I trust you. Whatever happened at the Academy is probably over and beyond my control. But you, I can still help.
Alright. Something else.
What would you like to know?
Tell me about Red Wizards.
The Red Wizard. Nearly every ruler and authority figure in Thay swears allegiance to the Red Wizards. We are usually just... What would you like to know?
Well, it's about our companions.
Yes?
When you think about Kaelin?
That servant of... I've never trusted people of faith. Kaelin is no exception. You can hear in her voice a terminal innocence. If you told her that faith would feed her, she'd happily starve. But you should disregard my prejudice toward the faithful. I trust her, and so should you.
About one
That's
of
the
many?
name of the... presence? Whatever this one of many says to you, if indeed it speaks in words, think very carefully why it says what it... Those who speak overmuch of the value... That being said, I suggest you put at least some trust in him. If only...
So that's really not that much. Let's see about the Kaelin.
Yes, I'm sorry. Thoughts consumed my attention.
Can you go away, you one of many freak? I need to saw her properly.
Yes?
Yeah?
This is not for
Yes.
your ears.
Something you require.
I had questions for you.
If you have other questions, ask. Then let us move on.
So, you're from the upper planes.
I come from the slopes of Celestia. My heritage is evidenced in my wings and my eyes.
Your eyes are unusual.
They are a mark of my heritage, yes. There is much I can see, and much I cannot. And my eyes see that your journey to the Shadow Plane was not your first trip through Shadow. My eyes can perceive the spectrum of planes at times, even if the array of colors is lost on them.
Well, I think this one is much better than this voice actor. I have walked in the shadow planes before, yes.
Your journey marked you, and I sense an absence within you as if your heart was removed. Its pain has faded to be replaced with something new, an affliction seeping into the open wound.
Oh, yes.
Whatever affliction I sense within you that has filled the wound, it feels larger than the wound itself, as if the wound is merely a door. I do not know if Ilmater's blessings will aid you, but the fact you bear such pain is a testament to your strength of will.
Well, we need to get you into positive.
If you have other questions, ask. Then let us move on.
You're a follower of the god Ilmater, correct?
That is correct. I am a sister of the Ilmatari, follower of Ilmater, the suffering god. We bring comfort to those in pain, and take the painful burdens of others unto ourselves.
What brought you to the faith?
Many faiths seek to help those who suffer, but it is my feeling that only Ilmater approaches it justly. In Ilmater's teachings, I find there is truth. Through his priests and his blessings, we seek to help all who hurt. There is a freedom in such all-encompassing sacrifice, I find.
You speak as one who has been treated unjustly and without freedom as well.
It is difficult to express, and I am not certain I have the words. Suffice to say that I found the call of Ilmater's teaching stronger. If you have other questions, ask. Then let us move on.
Alright, when we met When we met Darovik, you mentioned you were once a Doom guide. What is that?
Doom guides are priests of Kelemvor. They comfort the dying and struggle to bring peace to creatures that have been denied death by necromancy or other means. We are intended to bring peace to the dying and to the dead. We teach it is not something to be feared, but simply a natural ending to life.
What happened? If you'd rather not talk about it, I understand.
It is difficult to express, and I am not certain I have the words. Suffice to say that I found the call of Ilmater's teaching stronger. If you have other questions, ask. Then let us
Tell
move
me a
on.
little about yourself.
My history is in the past, where it belongs. Let us... I am sorry, but my past efforts have shamed me, and they are difficult to speak of.
Forgive me. I meant no respect to your privacy.
No, it is I who must ask your forgiveness. Perhaps as we travel more together, I shall find the words and the will to speak them.
Well, how about we get better with this one, right?
Of course.
Can you tell me about Ephraim and Susa?
They are brother and sister, 2 of 4 of my siblings. We traveled together for some time, and Josu and Becca as well. We fought 5 as one, united in mind and spirit, and bore the name the Menagerie. Lions and stag, crow and dove. It seems they left the House of the Triad in search of me. I hope they will not be punished.
Punished?
Yes. The Menagerie was forbidden to take up weapons again, at my grandfather's command. His throne is high on the slopes of Celestia, and his word carries much weight.
Why were you punished?
Our philosophy veered from the traditional teachings of the Divas and Angels, and so our paths were forced to part.
I have other questions
Of course.
for you. When we met, you mentioned House of the Triad. What is that?
The House of the Triad is not a temple, nor is it a place upon the prime material plane. It is the name bestowed to the 3 great mountains circling Mount Celestia on the outer plains. The realms of Torm, Tyr, and Ilmater lie upon the crest of each mountain, and the triumvirate forms the House of the Triad. It is a place of great beauty, where the orchestrations of divas are carried on the wind and sun. But it is sealed to me, and never again shall I know its comfort.
But as a priest of Malcha, can't you go to this realm?
The House of the Triad is closed to me, as is all of Celestia. Even Ilmater's realm, with its temple that embraces the sky. No creature there can feel pain, fatigue, or even exhaustion. One is renewed within its walls.
Actually, it's not. All who seek the comfort and heal others need a place of sanctuary to regain their strength.
Your words are true. Such is the purpose of the House of the Triad. You speak of nothing you have or ever will experience, creature. When death comes for you...
The fact you mock is enough to prove it's true.
Accept what we make for ourselves.
But such action... But such action change occurs and the good triumph.
I will not trade words with that abomination any longer. Was there something else you wished of me?
Other questions for you.
Of course.
What can you tell me about Shadow Musketeer?
It is a shadow of the city you have left behind, but as you may have perceived when you arrived, it is not an exact imitation. There are distortions of architecture, and sometimes a different flow of streets or paths. It is enough to recognize what Shadow Mulsantir is supposed to represent, but not what it is. I hope that served to dispel your confusion rather than compound it. To describe Shadow is an elusive thing.
It is. I had other
Of course.
questions. Tell me something.
Very well. Who did you wish to speak of?
How about Sophia?
She speaks with another's voice, but not in the way I expected. It seems she was gifted with the best portion of her mother's spirit. That explains much of the inconsistencies between her and her chosen sect. Still, having one's soul divided in such a manner, such an act cannot have been easy on her. We should do what we can to help her. Her soul is as wounded as yours.
Alright. What about another
Very well.
companion?
Who did you wish to speak of?
Again?
Gan suffers, perhaps more than most. I am unclear as to why, but I suspect it has to do with his place in Rashomon and the lack thereof. I am concerned that his suffering may bring evil upon us. His suffering feeds his impulsiveness and undermines responsibility and loyalty to others.
I wouldn't be eager to dust him hit. He's evolved. I will keep an eye on him.
Do not judge him on my words. That was not my intent. I will not
Ma'am.
say that Gan will not help us, only that his help is likely to be swifter when it benefits him as well. Do not underestimate your own abilities to sway him either. He watches your actions more carefully than he admits, and with your presence as an example, I think there is great potential for healing him.
What about...
Very well. Who
what
did you wish to
about
speak
the
of?
construct? The one of
I
many.
have felt its presence, cloying like an oily shadow over us. No doubt it is listening even now, but it hides itself well. You have constructed a beast from the ashes of the condemned. You have done a criminal act to give voice to those whose hands are thick with the blood of the innocent and helpless.
Oh yay. Admittedly, I'm having regrets.
It is not too late. There must be some way to undo the act, to reduce it back into the ash from whence it came. If the time comes to make a stand, make sure I am with you. My powers are strong against the dead.
Any other advice? Should things turn bad?
He is one of the undead, so make sure your powers are focused on their weaknesses, and if you can, try to convince the creature to coalesce into whichever form you think is the weakest, then attack.
We shall their rule.
Do not attempt illusions or anything affecting the mind. He has hundreds of souls in one, and he will shrug off any such attack easily. That advice is all I can offer.
Okay.
Very well. Who did you wish to speak of?
Okay. We didn't do too well. So what about this thing? Alright. Now it's... Just tell me now, no one else can hear your voice in my head. I think about it. So we go back into the... You know, over here, I believe. I hope they will not be angry if we dismiss them. 400. Do we need to be far or what? So, here's where they should wait, right? Let's see.
Might I have a moment of... The more I travel with you, the more you surprise me with your agreeable qualities.
That's nice of you to say.
I see great potential in you. Had you come to my academy as a prospective student, you would have made an excellent, if not unorthodox, pupil. I would like to share with you arcane lore that my mother taught me when I was young.
That's generous of you, thank you.
During our travels on foot and our idle hours setting camp, I will train you, sharpen your memory, your focus, your will. Consider it a gift of our friendship. Now, shall we be off?
Alright. Thank you, Sophia. Let's move on. What about with this one? This one. Okay, so...
If there's something I can do for you,
You
just
need to
are you
part way.
certain that you don't need my assistance? When, or rather, if you decide you need my help again, you'll find me at the Vale.
Something you
okay.
require.
Yes.
Very well. I shall wait here until you have need of me again.
Alright, I will speak to this new voice. Michael? We can help each other. You wish to replace Glamour? I want you to bring the Spirit Eater curse. What do you mean? Nope. You son of a gun. Thank you very much. I think we will win though. One of many, you traitor. What is he doing? Wow, it hits like a truck. Galen, help me. How come it divorce spirit? Shit. No, I think I'm dead. Oh my. Uh, how are we going to wreck this thing? How to save. I guess this should be it, shouldn't it? Basically everything. He killed us all. Well, this should be it, right? Well, I guess I need to be buffed to oblivion to deal with this. Regeneration, everything. Let's try though, and we also need a better weapon, I think. I think against this, maybe if I beat him real bad, I cannot attack him like this, right?
Yeah?
But I can make a board make him almost dead.
Okay, everyone follow me and see how it's done.
Whichever form is the weakest, I think the warlock, for our purposes, the warlock perhaps. But Kellen was right, I must admit. And we seem to have a big problem now, not to mention that the other dude is level 20 or so, so he won't be very useful. I don't think we have another choice in a companions. The bear is dead. Alright, we'll see. That's it for today. Thanks for watching and good night. Oh, sorry, Spooky, to miss you. I'm not really using any mods that I can say. I don't remember. I had this installed in a GOG for a long time and I played it before. And I think I installed some mods, but no, actually not. I reinstalled it again on other disk. And I only thing I have battery UI installed. That's it. Anyway, thanks for playing. Thanks for watching and good night. What the hell is this?